Hey and welcome back to Spare Fashion. My name is Aniela and today we're gonna sew scrunchies, perfect project for beginners. So, let's begin. If you want to learn sewing, start from something simple. For example, scrunchies. It's perfect project to begin your sewing journey. But of course, instead of silk, choose cotton fabric. And if measuring and drawing patterns isn't your thing yet, of course, I made something that will make your life so much easier. I create a free scrunchie and headband generator. So you can pick any size you love, mini, classic, jumbo, or customize your own length, width, and the length of elastic too. You don't need no math, no guessing, just click, generate and sew. How it works? Let me explain.
Generator you can find on site anilskanila.com.
Let's start from choosing printing format between US letter A4 or 0, centimeters or inches, and let's create width of your CM allowances. Here you can choose between headband, scrunchie, or even square scrunchie. And of course, you can custom your scrunchie length, width, and of course, length of your elastic and everything you like. Here, as you see on preview below, how it's gonna look after you add some changes to your pattern. Let's change the length of your elastic, and voila, you can see the changes on the pattern. And of course, if you cannot decide, you can use my already prepared scrunchie sizes. Mini, standard, for thick hair, for thin hair, jumbo. As you see, I prepare many with length of the scrunchies, so you can choose whatever you like and which one you want to make. One last look on preview. And now it's time to generate our PDF pattern. Click, download, and your pattern is ready to print. This is how this pattern will be looking. And let's print it out. Quick, easy and smooth as you see, without any problems. And this is how pattern will looks like. Now it's time to check scale line. Looks good. And let's start from matching pages together. Assembling pattern is so easy, there's no need to cut or trim any pages. Just stick them together with tape. Let me show you how. Follow the page order shown on the first page, align corners and tape the sheets together. Super easy, right? Just tape, connect and tape. And now your pattern is ready to cut and sew. So let's begin! Before we start sewing silk, check out my post on sparefashion.com. I pack it with easy tips to help you sew silk smoothly and stress-free. To sew this scrunchie, I use some leftover fabric silk, but you, as a beginner, you should use cotton fabric. Before we cut out the pattern, we need to prepare our fabric, like iron before, and pin with pins. That will secure the fabric and the pattern together, so the pattern won't run away when we're going to start cutting our fabric. Of course, more quick and smoother is cut silk with rotary cutter and healing mat. But if you don't have, you can use these metal pins and scissors. And we have our scrunchie cut out. Now it's time for sewing. With right sides together, fold scrunchie in half. And sew. Don't forget to leave gap 5 centimeters. And as you see, we saw long strip. Don't forget about the gap. And now is next stage. We're gonna tuck in one end to other end inside. In this way that both ends will match each other with right sides. Now pin it facing each other with seams and all the way around, and sew with straight stitch. So slowly, don't speed the process. As you see, it's a bit complicated because it's really narrow and small space, but you can do it. And don't forget about backstitch at the end and the beginning of sewing. Doesn't look like scrunchie, right? But don't worry, so we're gonna fix this. Now it's time to flip your scrunchie right side out through the gap we left Ariel. And ta-da! Next stage of sewing scrunchie is behind us. Now it's time for next step. Now it's time to add elastic to your scrunchie through this gap we left before. Thread the elastic through the opening using a safety pin or bobby pin. Now it's time to tie both ends of elastic into a knot or sew them together. And you almost finished. Don't forget to sew this gap with straight stitch, tuck inside the fabric and sew with straight stitch or by hand. And congratulations! You just made your first sewing project. If you like it, you can make it more in different sizes, lengths and designs, of course. Thanks for sewing with me today. I hope you will try the scrunchie generator and make your own perfect scrunchies at home. Tell me in the comments, will you use it? What size are you making first? Mini, classic or jumbo? Or maybe you will custom your own design and length? Whatever you will choose, I'm 100% sure you'll be happy with the final result. And if you like this video, don't forget to give a like, subscribe if you haven't done it yet, share this video with your sewing friends, and see you in the next one!